like something completely different. Like he'll say, "Yo, I like the position you in," and I'm like, "Yo, did he just say I wish I could penetrate him?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing, like, "Yo, hold on, wait, what did he just say?" Like,
as I'm getting it on, I'm getting it going, just starts going like overtime. It's like pow, pow. And I'm just hearing, I'm like, bro, I'm hearing him, he's beating his dick so hard.
I had with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. Cause what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a slave. Okay, for them that's what I was.
One of Diddy's male groupies just aired out what was really happening in them freak-offs, and what he is saying is pretty wild. Man, Sean Puffy Combs really is the freakiest man alive. Turns out Puff wasn't just throwing his usual freaky parties, he was throwing himself at other dudes. Word is he kept a rotation of dudes on standby like it was some kind of twisted fantasy draft. Now one of them hired men, Shy Hayes aka The Punisher, just exposed some of Diddy's most twisted freak show behavior, so y'all better get comfortable cause what he said is surely going to make you uncomfortable. We're talking candles, veils, baby oil, and a billionaire, but naked in the corner pacing and going crazy with his Tootsie Roll like there was not tomorrow. And it didn't just happen once or twice. The Punisher says this went down 8 to 12 times, and hotel suites costing more per night than most dudes' yearly rent. So here's how it all started. Punisher said Cassie, under the fake name Janet, hit him up talking about it was her birthday, and she wanted to hire a dancer, regular gig, right?
Yo, they called up like they was just hiring a regular party. Cassie hit me directly, said her name was Janet, and said it was her birthday. So her husband said she could hire a dancer. So I just booked it like a regular party. At the time, it was like $200. I gave her a quote. She said she was going to be there with some friends. They gave me an address and a time to show up. And I'm thinking I'm showing up to do a party, just a regular little striptease for a birthday.
But when he pulled up thinking it was going to be a little striptease, he got hit with the freak plot twist. Cassie, who is trying to hide her identity by wearing a wig, tells him it's a private session for her and her husband. Yeah, did he though? He ain't know it yet. She told him straight her husband is going to walk in, and he ain't supposed to look at him or talk to him, just act like he ain't even their homies, thinking it's just freaky couple stunt. Until this supposed husband starts walking in the room like a damn ghost, sitting in the corner, face covered with a Muslim veil from the neck down, hand on Tootsie Roll with a bottle of Astroglide in his hand.
It's extra crazy because it's not straight on, so it's at the corner of my eye. I'm like, yo, this dude got on like a veil, and he's half the time he's beating off and he's walking side to side. So it was definitely a difficult space to try to be in. But I ain't gonna front, bro. At the time, I'm greedy. I want this bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the scenario.
At first, it was just visuals, all for Puff's twisted entertainment. But then the Punisher said things escalated real quick. Diddy went full cuckoo mode. This man didn't just want to watch no more. He allegedly wanted instructions. Followed. The Punisher said after the first couple of sessions, it became mandatory to hit raw, and every time he was about to get off, it had to be on Cassie's lips, not the ones on face. If you know what he meant, the order was strict. You couldn't even leave unless it went down like that. That's the level of control Puff was allegedly on.
Yeah, so I didn't get the instructions from him, but it was instructions from her, like specifically. Every time I nutted, I had to nut in or around the outside of her box. Like, so on the lips, everything, and to that degree, on the outside of her. And that was clockwork. It had to be done like that every single time. And actually, it was kind of mandatory. Like the session could not be over unless I nutted, and I had to nut on the outside of her.
You couldn't leave until that happened?
Yeah, that was like mandatory. It was like that gotta happen for the session.
Now here's the crazy part. He didn't even know it was Diddy at first. Man said it took him over a year before he figured it out, only found out by accident when he turned on the hotel TV and the screen said, "Welcome, Mr. Sean Combs."
And just to time, I happened to cut on the TV, but and the TV had a welcome message. So the TV said, yo, X's house would like to welcome Mr. Sean Combs. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I had no idea, man.
So that's how you found out that it was Cassie and Diddy by just cutting on the TV and seeing the introduction on the television. Wow.
On the TV.
Wow.
According to Punisher, he was shocked to realize he was smashing Cassie Diddy's girl, doing all types of wild stuff in the presence of a silent husband and a veiled end, who turned out to be Diddy, the billionaire mogul himself, and things got even more uncomfortable when Puff started making moves on him. Bro said he'd hear Diddy whispering stuff to Cassie, like Diddy wanted to clap Punisher too, but the Punisher said he declined cause he ain't gay.
I would hear like something completely different, like he'll say, yo, I like the position you in, and I'm like, yo, did he just say I wish I could penetrate him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing, like, yo, hold up, wait, what did you just say? Like,
You're not gay, you're saying?
Absolutely.
Punisher said that Cassie paid him $800 to stage a scene and asked him to put baby oil on each other. And let's not act like this is just street talk. A lot of what the Punisher said lines up with Cassie's lawsuit and everything that has come out in the court. There's even a part where Cassie looked at Diddy for approval before the Raw smash, and Puff allegedly gave the green light, like, go ahead, have a good time. Looks like this wasn't love, but some sick, twisted power trip kingdom. Diddy was allegedly running where Cassie was a pawn, and other men were just props for his own sick desires. Now it ain't just a Punisher speaking. Long before Diddy got indicted, slammed with the RICO charges, and started drowning in freaky lawsuits, Jonathan Audi claimed he was an escort hired by Diddy and Cassie. Now, at the time, no one believes him, but official court documents from trial do list him as one of the men who was hired by Diddy. Now, let's rewind real quick to get this picture better. Back in 2018, Audi went viral after he hit up Trump's National Doral Resort, but while cops were trying to piece together his motive, Audi started talking crazy, or so it seemed. He claimed he was Diddy's worker hired for some next-level freak sessions.
I had with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all.
Diddy did some wild, controlling freak-off stuff and allegedly even gave him herpes. He claimed a lawsuit was filed, and it all got silenced with hush money.
I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued for the herpes and won. But
fast forward to now, that Audi story doesn't sound so crazy anymore. Like that wasn't enough, another escort hit up Armin Wiggins' podcast saying Diddy had a sick obsession with dudes. Bro said Diddy used to stand in the corner making everyone uncomfortable, even said he saw Diddy run down the alley naked screaming and saying some wild stuff.
The hops up, half dressed, storms out the room. As he leaves the room, he says, "Dick better be hard, loud as." And I was like,
so he had got upset and like stormed out, said, "That better be hard."
bruh. Like I looked down to make sure I had my blades. I was like, oh, $150 this. I don't give a f***. I will cut. I will cut this.
Cassie's name kept coming up. Same patterns of control, same ritual freak behavior. Now you ain't got to be no detective to see what's up. All these stories, different dudes, same energy. So the question is, was Audi the first to tell the truth and nobody listened? And trust the online community. They've been loud. One dude hit hard saying, this just make me believe even more about the rumors of him allegedly having HIV. He won't join in, but will watch and coordinate. Another user added, walking back and forth with a bottle of Astroglide is super funny. Yo, the freak off interview tour is crazy. So now that the dudes are speaking up, what else is about to come out? But yo, what do you think? Is this all some coordinated smear? Or is Diddy's freak empire finally crumbling under its own weight? Drop your thoughts in the comment, hit that like, subscribe, and stay tapped in with the next jaw dropper loading up now.